Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth, to you I say Shalom. This is a Montazar from the Chicago camp coming back at you again with another lesson entitled The Birds Are Filled with Plastic. So, I saw this article and I just had to do a lesson through the spirit. It says the birds on this tiny remote island are so full of plastic their bellies crunch. Okay, this is by CNN's Laura Patterson. Okay, all right, and this was dated Friday, May 23rd, 2025. So what you're looking at, all these colors in this thumbnail are 778 or so pieces of plastic, all right, that was recovered from a bird's stomach. Okay. All right. So let's get into the article. All right. Now, what you're going to find out is that Esau has been researching and tracking and dating and compiling data for 20 years. Okay. On this same type of situation. Okay, we're going to see that in the article. All right, so the birds are filled with plastic, Romans 8 and 19. And it reads, For the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. All right, this whole earth, all right, and everything in it, all the creatures are waiting, all right, for Yasharallah, the elect of Yasharallah, all right, to be manifested, okay, to receive their new bodies, okay. They're all waiting for the sons of the Most High to be revealed. All right. This is Romans 8 and 22. It says, For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Can you imagine yourself eating a whole bunch of plastic? Okay. You walking around with water bottles inside you. Think about it. Bottle caps, all type of bullshit, plastic, uh, paper from candy. Imagine that. The plastic from just some earplugs. All right. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. Verse 23. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption to it, the redemption of our body. Yes, so we're waiting, all right, for this corruptible flesh to put on incorruption. Okay. All right, so let's take a look. Here's a bird, not the bird with the 700 plus pieces of plastic, but this is a corpse of a bird, and you can see his stomach opened up, and you can see all type of plastic. See, there's his vertebrae. You can see his back, the spine, and inside the abdomen, you see all this plastic. All right, and Esau's been documenting this. Okay, the perils of plastic. All right, AI overview. It says flesh-footed shearwater chicks on Australia's Lord Howe Island are severely impacted by plastic pollution, with many containing large quantities of plastic in their stomachs. The plastic is being ingested by chicks being fed by their parents who mistake it for food. The plastic can cause health problems, including stomach scarring, and can even lead to death. All right. So how's all this damn plastic getting in the waters? Okay. I don't know. Esau just dumps shit any way he want to. Scientists removed 778 pieces of plastic from a single 11-week-old sable shearwater chick. Okay. An 11-week-old sable shearwater chick. All right. Those were the 778 pieces of plastic we saw in the thumbnail. CNN, on a remote crescent-shaped island surrounded by crystal clear ocean, live some of the most plastic contaminated birds in the world. They have bellies so full of fragments they crunch when touched. Lord Howe Island, a speck of land about 370 miles off mainland Australia, home to just a few hundred people, is the breeding ground for tens of thousands of sable shearwaters, dark brown colored long winged ocean birds with strong hooked bills. Scientists from the Ocean Research Group Adrift Lab have been visiting for nearly 2 decades to monitor these birds' exposure to plastic pollution. Every year they find more contamination, but this year was shocking, said Jennifer Lavers, a marine biologist and coordinator of the Adrift Lab who recently returned from the island. Shearwaters were found with levels of plastic far exceeding anything the scientists had seen before. They discovered an extraordinary 778 pieces of plastic inside one chick alone, smashing the previous record of 403 pieces. See, they compiling this damn data and ain't doing nothing about it. It left us all speechless, Labor said. The scientists are now trying to solve the mystery of why this year was so bad. Plastic pollution is on the rise, but does that explain a doubling in 12 months? Absolutely not, she told CNN. So there's something else going on. What's going on is your ass is on the earth. That's what's going on. Seabirds are often referred to as sentinels for ocean health, and the story they're telling is alarming. All right, so they're basically saying that the seabirds are maybe like the first line of defense. As situations change, okay, and conditions change in the ocean. All right, so they sound the alarm, so to speak. All right, so let's get to the heart of it. Okay, so the heart of it, you have Esau, Edom. Esau's son was Eliphaz. Take a look at his name. Eliphaz means my God is fine gold. Okay, Eliphaz, H464. My God is fine gold. This is Sirach 31 and 5, and it reads, He that loveth gold shall not be justified, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. Gold have been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. All right, so here you have Eliphaz. His name was My God is Fine Gold. All right, so what do you think he passed down to his son? Okay. All right. So this is what motivates Esau Edom. That's why we don't have a land Sabbath. That's why you got the GMOs in your refrigerator right now, because the soil can't produce any food with nutrients in them because this man doesn't follow a land Sabbath. Okay. He's got to make money all year round. He can't let the land rest, so the land doesn't have any nutrients in them. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. All right, so what this man in prophecy and his blessing was the sword and the fatness of the earth. All right. So when you go to uh, Genesis, I believe it's the 27th chapter, Esau was given the blessing of the sword and the fatness of the earth. Okay. And so we see it says, by thy sword shall thou live. All right. And this man has almost 800 military installations in 80 countries. All right. Throughout the world. All right. And in all those nations, what does he do? He sucks up the resources. Okay. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and as death, and cannot be, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And all those people gonna look at him side-eyed when he falls. This is Isaiah 14:4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, how hath the oppressor ceased, the golden city ceased? The Lord Yahweh have broken the staff of the wicked and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hinder it. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet. They break forth into singing. All right. So when this man is taken down, okay, the whole world is going to be at rest. Why? Because he's the one that's destroying the earth. All right. In closing, Revelation 11:18. And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead, that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give reward unto the servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great. Okay, so here in Revelation 11:18, it's talking about uh, us receiving our rewards, the prophets receiving the rewards, the saints receiving the rewards. Okay, all right, and then also Esau gonna get his reward. All right, and should destroy them which destroy the earth. Who's destroying the earth? Well, all we got to do is look at the 778 pieces of plastic that was ingested in the 11-month-old bird, or 11-week-old bird, Salakia, 11-week-old bird. Okay? 11 weeks. All right? A little more than 2 months. All right, so there you have it. Okay? I just had to bring this out. Like I said, these birds is filled with plastic. Well, who's doing that? Esau, Edom. Okay? Romans 8:22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our bodies. All right? So those are the 778 pieces of plastic ingested by the birds. These birds are filled with plastic. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.